Hi there, Mandela here with my friend Gary. We're in the Southwest and we want to do a little review of the Bird Trout, which is the smallest knife that's made by New West Knife Works. Gary, what do you think about this knife?
I am really impressed with this knife. I never met the people that made it, but I can tell they have a understanding of the cut. And this knife is a perfect example of that. It is such a fine piece of art to hold in your hand, and it's just a high quality knife that feels right.
We're talking about knives that would be good for survival purposes, Gary.
Yes, and a lot of people think for survival purposes you need some knife this big with a saw on the back and everything. But no, a knife like this is all you need. This is the best you can get. It's got a real fine point for boring holes. It's very thin. You're not going to pry with it, but you're not going to pry with any good cutting edge. And it's just a beautiful handle that will stay clean, nice. And I really like the case. Nice stiff leather. It's formed well, and it's got the gusset sewn into the case so that when you slide the knife in and out, the blade doesn't cut through the stitches. Very nicely designed little unit. Can be carried on your belt. I'd even consider carrying it as a little neck knife. It's just that's all the blades you really need for just about anything, and I'm impressed with this little bugger.
It's one step smaller than the Outfitter, and one thing I like about it is when I'm, putting it on my belt, I can wear a long sweater over the top of it or a long skirt, and it kind of hides up in there and I don't even notice it. But I'm also really impressed by the specific handles that they're getting made at New West Knife Works, all made in-house. And what's neat about this knife is that it's made in Victor, Idaho, on the west face of the Tetons. And one maker saw this knife from the beginning to the end with American-made steel. And yeah, I really like this knife, Gary.
Yep, we got a good one here. Thanks, guys. And we are way out here in the desert. I've used to backpack all through this country behind us over here when I was much younger. Still like to go back and do it again, but we are very much on a trail less traveled. Have a good one.